Time Wasters. This is Kren Conrino, aka Suburban Time Waster, back in the world of Disney Dreamlight Valley. Because, yeah, not only did I not get enough sleep today, but... well... there were some circumstances earlier that prevented me from recording a video, and, well, I'm kind of behind on things, so I gotta make this quick. So first things first, I'm putting up the book signing table to finish off Flint's quest. Honestly, I wanted to put that up for the arts and crafts thing, but well, I didn't want to finish off Flynn's quest off video. What a great turnout, Flynn. How are you feeling? Incredible. This has been a truly amazing experience. Although, oh no, what now? Oh, don't worry, everything's fine. I was just thinking about the lore keeper and how she didn't have my story in her memories. That was pretty unfortunate. But we figured it all out in the end. Yeah. And I'll always be grateful to you for helping with that. It's just, I had an idea. I'm gonna go talk to the lore keeper. I'd really like you to join me. Depends on what you're up to. It's nothing bad, I swear. I've gotten you into enough trouble to last me quite a while. Okay, I trust you. Alright, let's go see the lore keeper.
Oh, nice day we're having, isn't it?
Oh, it's just as well. I still gotta pick up Aurora.
So, what are we up to today?
What can I do for you, my friend? Do you like playing fetch? Fetch? Sorry, that's not really my style. Bit too leash and collar for my taste. Leash and collar.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, those domesticated dogs were all too happy to fetch at their owner's commands. Yeah, I don't know if I've said this, but I actually had a dog. I actually have a dog that when she was younger, she commanded me to fetch. I'm not kidding. She would put the ball right in my lap and be like, and give me this look like, aren't you gonna throw it? Aren't you gonna throw it? And then I'd throw it and she'd catch it. Yeah. I was at my dog's command there. Seems like a fun game to me.
Boy.
Really? Well, how about I toss the stick as far as I can and you go fetch it for me? That's not how it works. It's supposed to be the other way around. Says you. I like my version just fine.
So long.
I mean, let's go see the lore keeper and see if that has that portal to the unwritten realms. Oh yeah, lore keeper's gone right now. Alright, guess I gotta finish up Aurora's quest first. Oh well, that can be done. No, it's taking its sweet time to... ah, hey, it loaded. Hey, so I don't go that way. I don't know what any of this is. I think that dragon's from Mulan. Alright, time to enter, because I have no idea where else I'm supposed to go. And that's why Flynn can't talk to the lore keeper right now. Huh? Follow me, have you? It doesn't matter. You're too late to stop this. It's not too late for you to turn back and stop this yourself. Oh, I'm afraid it is. It's time to erase all of the most treasured tales we have kept here in the Vale, starting with the oldest story you remember. The oldest story I remember? Well, I guess that would be... a movie that I saw when I was too young to see over the seas. So that would be Aladdin. Yes, a story splashed across the screen requiring no critical thinking. You've grown up now. You must leave it behind. Oh, good. Okay, I'm having some seriously bad dad flashbacks here. How long do I have to keep playing this? You can't take that away from me. It's more than just the story itself. It was the sense the world was so much bigger than I thought. Okay, so it's saying my dad's view is wrong. Yeah, I can get behind that. As long as I was in that dark room looking up at the screen, I could see that the world was magical, that there was more to discover out there. Don't you see, Corinne? Those are the lies we tell children. Oh my god. One day, you must grow up. You must see that they are just stories. They aren't real. Oh my god, this is like 1940s version of growing up. And they stopped doing that because they realized it was causing more mental damage than it was causing healthy growth. Have you seen the real world? I'll take the world of stories, thanks very much. Yeah, tell me about it. It does seem quite dreadful out there. Could I be making a terrible mistake? No! Of course not! I mustn't let you trick me. You will not sway me from my plan. Oh boy. Well, at least they're birds. Got him. How strange. The lore keeper left behind a cloud of snippets. I think the lore keeper's saying, I'm wrong, try and stop me. But these don't look like the snippets that were flying about the veil. What could they be? I think these are pieces of the oldest story that I can remember. These are precious. I have to keep them safe. We must talk to the lore keeper again. There has to be a way to change her mind. We just have to find her and keep catching snippets. Alright, so snippet catching and searching for lore keeper. I can get behind that. I do love a good snippet hunt. You again! Ugh. You can't stop me, you know. The story that I've set in motion must come to its end. What story are you trying to destroy now? Isn't it obvious? Now I must destroy the first story that ever made you shed a tear. The story that broke your tiny heart. So, she's going after the Aladdin characters? You were still only a child then. Do you remember how sad that story made you feel? I teared up a little, but I held it together. It was just a story, but it made me so sad. I wanted to be a big kid, so I held it together even when I felt a tear roll down my cheek. That story made you feel heartbreak, made you know sorrow. But you're an adult now. There are enough sorrows in the world without such stories. They must be put aside. I can't lose that story. If I lost that, I'd lose what I learned from it. I learned... Something doesn't have to be real for you to care about it. Yeah, I guess that was what I learned. I've known that for a long time. The characters we hold in our hearts, they can feel just as real to us as people. That's not a bad thing. It shows how much love we all have to give around. Yes, there is wisdom in that, I suppose. But still, you cannot sway me. It must be destroyed. Oh my god, it's like I'm talking to Badgie from Lower Decks. Ugh, the frogs. Next up is gonna be the demons. How much you want to bet? The demons are a real pain. Alright, next is gonna be the demons. I'm growing wary of this. Must you chase me to the ends of all existence? I wouldn't have to chase you if you stopped running away. Yeah, that sounds like a me answer. I wouldn't have to keep running away if you would cease chasing after me. It's a classic conundrum of hero and villain, isn't it? In any case, there's only one tale left for me to erase forever. Don't tell me you don't remember this one. It's the first story that you ever weaved yourself. Oh, I do remember the first story I ever made. I played with action figures and made sound effects with my mouth. Oh yeah, that's how I made stories with action figures at first before I learned to write. I remember banging action figures together and making explosion noises. It was the most exciting action movie never filmed. I wonder if those action figures are still somewhere in a box in the attic. Mine are just decoration. What a pity. All these years and you're still hanging on to some trifling tale you thought up as a tiny child. Hey, it's not just the story that matters. Making up that story showed me the real value of stories is in making other people happy. I might not remember all the little details of the first story I told, but I remember how happy it made everyone around me. Well, it made my mom happy, my dad not so much. I guess it is true that stories only have power in so much they touch people's lives. I scarcely know what I believe anymore. You've left me so confused. I need time to think. Yep, I knew it. Demons are next. Demons are such a pain. Hey. Yep. The demons are definitely my least favorite. They keep running off to who knows where and won't let you catch them in one single catch. Hey, that one stayed in place. Alright. After that, there's not really any more snippets to get. I think that was the last one. Well, I don't remember the tree. Alright, last battle with the Lore Keeper. You found me again. I felt so certain of it all before. I thought I knew it had to be done. Now I'm just not sure. Please, this isn't who you really are, Lore Keeper. Could I have misunderstood the very nature of the stories I hold inside? Stories are about the way they make you feel. Have I become so concerned with lore that I forgot what's truly important? Yeah, you kinda have. I feel lost, Corinne. When the forgetting struck, I grew so scared. What is a memory but a story of what came before? I thought that the only way to keep stories safe was to lock them away, to protect them, to leave them unchanging. What have I done? You can always learn from a mistake. You're certain it's not too late? I fear there's something missing from inside me now. The tales that I scattered, they were what was binding me together. I have no idea what to do without them. Corinne caught them all, Lore Keeper. I can put them back where they belong. Huh? Land is sewn together from every story passed down through the ages. Alright, that's the one. Yes. Okay, second time was the charm. So these are all the characters in the original storybook. Vale, save for Flynn and Merida. Alright. Got that. Well, I think I know where you go. Yeah, you, okay, I figured it out. Man, I was a little confused and I realized, oh, that way. I know where the frog goes. And the bird. And the... Okay, it looks like Aurora. Oh. Oh, I put it upside down. That was my bad. So all of them gathered around the Lore Keeper. Alright. Got some new furniture. Please don't be stuck on the white screen. Uh-oh. Oh, thank God. For a minute I thought it froze. I understand now, Corinne. Dreamlight Valley is a place for stories to grow and be shared. Somewhere we can learn to live together. Can everyone ever forgive me? Is there really a place for me here? Yes, this village has room for even the nastiest villains. And we got Cruella de Vil here. I suppose if Hayes and Maleficent can find a place here, then surely I can. We'll do all we can to help you find your way again, Lore Keeper. And I know just where you should begin. That tapestry behind you, don't you think there's something else it could show now? Yes, the tapestry. It will become a testament to the story we've all woven together. Alright, so I finished Storybook Vale. I'm waiting until after the credits because every time there's always like some... There's no way to speed this up, is there? This could take a long while. I mean, you're basically looking at a boring screen. I know, I already unlocked Wish Blossom Ranch. I kind of want to see what the teaser was for it. See, I'm just gonna goof around on my phone until this thing finally finishes. Kinda sad these people aren't gonna get credit, because I really don't want to read the credits. I'm too lazy. And I got a bit of ADD. Probably should mute this. And my Tolan's gotta plant some new plants, so yeah. Let's take care of that. Right, I forgot. The Tolan app can make noise even with my phone muted. On the bright side, my Death Note LOC fanfic got 63 hits, 2 kudos and a bookmark. Sadly, no comments. The people who, though I got a text about how they've read my fanfic, so I guess that's something. And I only have 1 episode left until I'm caught up on The Boys. I'm not kidding, my mom and I finished the 2nd season of Gen V, and we just watched 3 episodes of The Boys last night. It's taking a really sad turn. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but a character goes through a redemption arc and then ends up dead. I won't tell you which character. But one character crawled in with all the other nasty things in this world. Just lost anything redeemable about him and just completely went insane. Ruslan Rosh, this may have. What a coincidence. My Death Note OC's last name is also Ross. Of course, I got it from Ross Geller from Friends. When she was in the Marvel universe, there were some problems because of Everett Ross and Betty Ross, but I usually explain that she's not related to any of them. I thought about it, but then I decided not to do that. Because the point is that, well, Jasmine's father, Darren, he grew up in a trailer park, and One thing about his character that feeds his ego is that he's the first Ross to ever really accomplish anything. Well, if he's related to General Ross or Everett Ross, it kind of destroys his pride and removes a lot of his character. But Ross is a common name, and some people do have the same last name who aren't related to each other. Oh, the music's soothing. I mean, not the type I'd jam to, but still soothing. Yeah, 6 hours and 45 minutes of sleep. That's why you got this tonight instead of something like Tomb Raider or a podcast. Nice that they're giving some... I'm barely paying attention to this, but it's nice that they're giving some people thanks and the shout out to Ukraine. Oh my god, it's gonna take like super long. I literally moved the mouse just to make sure it didn't black out on me. Yep, I'm bored. What the comment said was I had the third chapter, I had a L not knowing about what public domain and copyright law was. It was because, well, he's based off of Sherlock Holmes. There was a scene in the original books that made it into the Sherlock BBC show where Sherlock admitted that he knew nothing about the solar system. Like, he didn't know the Earth revolves around the sun because it had nothing to do with his line of work. Well, I figured knowing public domain and copyright law, similar to Sherlock Holmes, would have nothing to do with L's line of work. So, like Sherlock Holmes, he'd be ignorant in a lot. He'd could choose not to learn things that had nothing to do with his work and only learn about what had to do with his work, since Sherlock Holmes was El's inspiration. Yeah, I had to think about Sherlock Holmes versus Death Note. One thing I realized that this story from the 1800s, even though Sherlock Holmes himself is pretty sexist, this story from the 1800s had a woman that beat him, Irene Adler. But Death Note, I just realized they did not give Elle an Irene Adler. I mean, even Oba himself said he originally planned for Elle to be married and Mello and Nier to be his kids, but he couldn't imagine Elle getting married, and he couldn't think of an Irene Adler type because, well, let's face it, let's look at the guy's track record with writing women. I mean, you got Naomi, who a seasoned FBI agent who not only was going to quit the job just to make her husband happy, she also fell for like some of the oldest tricks that guys play. I mean, Lai was saying all this stuff about how it must be fake, she's such a great and beautiful woman. I mean, this is all old tricks guys use to charm like naive women who are just getting out in the dating world and don't know any better. Or women who have low self-esteem and they fall for the oldest tricks in the book because they're so desperate to be validated. And Naomi is a seasoned FBI agent. I'm sure she's heard all these same words, all these same lines before, so I feel like they wouldn't work on her. Not just that, but, well, the most notable women are Misa and Takata, both of whose only characteristic is that they are love and devoted to life. Light, even though Light screws them over. I mean, let's face it, Arthur Conan Doyle, when it came to women, he was more ahead of his time. Oba, even by, I know Death Note's 2000 Japanese standards, even by 2000 Japanese standards, that guy is sexist. Compare it to other works written around that time, like Inuyasha, Full Metal Alchemist. Trigun, all of which had stronger women than Death Note. Freaking Tenchi Muyo had stronger women than Death Note, and that was a harem anime. And that really does not speak well for Oba. Oh yeah, like freaking Battle Royale, even that had stronger, more memorable women than Death Note. That's just freaking embarrassing. And yeah, I am writing an OC for L, and the reason that Oba cannot, I love Death Note, and Oba writes men well, but when it comes to women, let's face it, he can't picture a life for a woman beyond being a housewife. And to be with Elle, well, it's not like there's nothing wrong with a housewife, but Elle can't marry a housewife type. He needs to be with a woman who can be a part of his... Elle's pretty much married to his work. So if you want to be with Elle, you have to be part of his work. You have to be able to have an intelligent conversation, and Oba cannot design women that are capable of intelligent conversation. Which is why I don't think Misa and Elle would work as a couple. And maybe he might have a little crush on her, because according to Oba, it's the first time a woman kissed him on the cheek. Well, a pretty girl kissed him on the cheek. It wasn't frightened by his appearance. But I don't think a relationship with her would work. He couldn't fall in love with her. Because not only is Misa nowhere near Elle's intellectual level, but she is not capable of intelligent conversation. I mean, all she talks about with them is dating and having her soulmate. She's not capable of any intelligent thought, of any deep thought in her head. She's so superficial. But the thing about the character of Jasmine is that she's not on Elle's intellectual level, but her creativity and ability to think outside the box helps point Elle in the right direction, and she is capable of intelligent conversation and being a part of his detective life. So I do think my character is a better fit for Elle than Misa is. Sorry, Elle Misa fans, but that's just how I feel. That's part of the reason why I won't read the Elle Change the World novel. I can't accept that Elle would be head over heels for Misa like that, but thankfully that was written by M, not Oba. So it's not considered canon. And it's why I like the Death Note, prologue to Death Note game, because, well, it not only is an Elle dating sim, but you play an FBI agent who's involved in one of Elle's cases. And that's really the only way to get his attention. So yeah, it fit more with what I believed, and well, I'd say that Elle Change the World novel written by M is just as legit as the Elle dating sim game written by another author, since none of them were written by Oba. Yeah, but I do like the movie because, well, I like that Elle was just going off on his own. He was just done with the Kira case, anything to do with it. So that was it. Burned the notebook. It was all gone. Misa had nothing to do with it. It was all Maki and Nier. Well, there were some problems, like the fact that Maki pretty much has to act like despite being like younger than Elle, who's supposedly an adult, she's the one who has to act like the mother and still has to act like an adult to a man who is older than her. And yeah, you would say, oh, women mature faster. The thing is that it's because society makes us. I mean, my mom, she once told me a story about how when she was like 12, her mom, who's my grandma, took her to, I think, my great-grandma's house, and all the boys were allowed to go play outside, but she had to stay in and clean. And she remembered thinking how unfair this was, that she can't be allowed to play with them anymore. I mean, I wasn't given those restrictions growing up because my mom thought they were unfair. I just had like standard chores, like, oh, just empty the dishwasher, and vacuum, and taking out the garbage, small chores like that. I wasn't in charge of cleaning the whole house. Honestly, I didn't start cleaning the whole house recently, but until recently, that's because I'm an adult now. But yeah, I wasn't pressured to have to grow up sooner than the boys like a lot of other girls were. I mean, my brain stayed a kid for probably longer than it should have, but there were other issues involved. My growth was emotionally stunted because of my dad. Because I got moved somewhere because my dad wanted to move without even asking. I just kind of retreated into myself. And let's see, when I was a teen, my only friends were Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Another story where the girl has to grow up faster than the boys and parent them. I'll admit Hermione Granger is a stronger character than Misa Amane, but it still bothers me that she has to do all of their homework. Yeah, there's something. Oh yeah, screen's still showing up. She has to do all their homework and basically has to do all the packing and everything. Yeah, you wouldn't catch me packing, and at that age, I could barely do my own homework, much less do the homework for others. Yeah, getting back to RedNote, I do have it that Jasmine and Elle do have a kid, though I can't think of a logical way for him to live through the Kira case and be able to meet her. Only way I did that was through an AIL I was chatting with, and I always have it written that she pretty much likes to imitate her father, be all hunched over like him, sit like him, because she admires him. That there's this one, though I kind of have that in the novel in the fanfic that's going to take place in the second arc, which hasn't been written yet except in my head. There is a scene where Kiko, that's Jasmine and Elle's daughter, she's holding her knees up to her chest and saying, "I'm sitting just like Papa, Mama," and Jasmine just starts to cry. Fresh grapes. Hey, no one told me I could do that. And Bella even helped me publish my story, so I was thinking, and you didn't have any memories about my past, maybe my book could be my story? I would be honored to place your book in the Heroes section of the library, if that sounds acceptable to you.
Go on.
My book beside all of those other heroic stories? Wow, I don't know what to say.
What shall we do today?
Oh, who am I kidding? Obviously, that sounds amazing. Thank you.
Come on. I know you want to
Oh, I guess the conversation passed while that whole scene went on.
Thank you for coming to see me.
I'm sad I didn't get to see the whole thing. It's lovely to see that everyone here gets along, or at least most of us do. Cinderella, is something bothering you? I have been thinking about my stepmother. You don't have to deal with her anymore. You're right, and I'm very glad of that. She was quite unkind to me. I feel badly for my stepsisters. All she taught them was how to be cruel. I'm sure that'll make it quite hard for them to be happy. Some wicked people are happy. Don't know about that, but I'll say it. Perhaps. There are some unkind villagers here who smile quite often. I do think it's a different sort of happiness.
Being here is like a wonderful dream come true.
Well, Homelander's wicked, and he'll never be happy. What do you think, Karen? It's a story that you've woven here across the valley and the Vale. You ought to be proud of yourself for what you've built. We've all built it together. Your humbleness is something I hope to learn from in time. Of course, there's still work to do because of the mess I've made. Some of my tales are still scattered. Please keep catching snippets for me. And there's still ink spilling all about. It seems my home was carried away by ink. I hope you don't mind if I ask for some help with that, too.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me talk to Flynn real quick, then I'll place Aurora's story.
How about a chat? No
Hey,
ulterior
Corinne,
motive,
got a
I
second?
promise.
Sure, what's up?
Oh.
I'm not always great at talking about my feelings, but you really saved me.
Yay!
I'm finally myself again. Not just Flynn, but Eugene. I haven't felt this way in ages. It's great. And it's all because of you. Helping others is what I do. So I've heard. The other villagers speak pretty highly of you, too. I just want everyone to be happy, including you. You deserve it, Flynn.
Ah.
Thanks, Corinne. That means a lot. And I am happy. I'm only missing one thing now. Rapunzel, maybe it's time you go to speak to her. You've more than proven yourself worthy of her love, Flynn. Do you think she'll be glad to see me? If I know Rapunzel, I'm sure she will be. I need to think of the right thing to say. Well, come find me when you're ready to see her again. I'd be happy to help out any way I can. Thanks, Kren. Oh, before I forget, I have something for you. It's not much, but it's a token of my appreciation. I'm guessing they're in different expansions they can't meet.
The villagers around here are really friendly.
Talk about your star-crossed lovers.
Nice.
I so admire how kind and courageous everyone is.
Just mirror the screen look a little weird. Yeah, it looks kind of blurry to me. Okay, now it's not so blurry. Alright. Placing her house somewhere in the forest. Right there. Promised you Aurora, and I'm delivering. That's where I put it? I wasn't even paying attention when I put it somewhere. Guess I was distracted by the blurry. Alright, time to unlock.
Good day to you.
Trust me, this is prime real estate. Certainly worth the investment. Let's finish the house. Great Scott! It's perfect! My work here is done. Here she is. Hail to the Princess Aurora.
We have much to discuss, you know.
Oh, it's so wonderful to be back. Corinne, you've done such marvelous work here already. It's almost back to the glorious Vale that I remember. I didn't do it alone.
Yes.
Of course. You had the help of Flynn and Merida. I must thank Flynn when I have a chance for all he did to help me. I only hope that the lore keeper can find her way again after all this trouble. She has work to do making up for it all. Well, she seems eager to try to mend what she has done, and she'll have us to guide her. You know, Corinne, I started this story alone, with only the advice of my aunts to guide me. I spent so much of my life that way, hidden at the cottage in the glen, and locked away in that tower by the lore keeper. But I'm ending this story with a friend, a true friend.
Some people
We're going to be total BFFs. BFFs? I imagine I'll be learning all sorts of strange new words from you. I suppose that means we finally have a happily ever after for the Vale. Now, shall we see what new adventures we can find together?
I knew you could do it. Oh.
I'm always so
Hello,
grateful
my
when we get to
friend.
talk. You look happy, Aurora. I am happy. I have so many friends in the valley. It's wonderful. Yeah, it's great. Everywhere you wander, there's someone walking or fishing or gardening.
True.
Someone to talk to, someone to listen to. Why, it's practically impossible to be lonely. Did you used to be lonely? A bit. I've never been completely alone. My aunts, the good fairies, looked after me. But they were only 3 people, and I wanted... well, I wanted more, and now I have it. An entire valley of friends.
Until we meet again.
Alright. Gonna check on the quest, see what all I need to grind. Alright. Yeah, I still need to get my rewards from Remy. Alright, still I need to do something about that exhibition thingy. Yeah, all I need to do is get Aurora to level 2, but no point in wasting your time with that, so I'm afraid my time wasting has come to an end. Next time I will be back in Wish Blossom Ranch, or either that, or leveling it, or doing Maleficent and Aurora's friendship quest, or other people's friendship quest, not totally sure. But I do hope you liked seeing Aurora finally come to the valley enough to give my video a like. You can also subscribe to me and click the little notification bell to stay up to date on everything I post, from live streams, podcasts, and videos, and even shorts, even like posts I make. Hope you saw my latest Stream Snap entry. You can also follow me on one of my other social media accounts. If you want to check out my Death Note LOC story, you can click on my archive, the archive of our own account, which is also in the summary. You can also leave a comment saying whether or not you've played Disney Dreamlight Valley and whether or not you liked my video.
But they don't do shit!